Hey students, I have Tom from Drake University, and he's going to tell you a little bit about their college.
Hello everybody, thanks so much for watching. My name is Tom Lane. I am the admissions counselor for Drake University. And when you go through your college search process, it really boils down to three key stats. Every admissions counselor is going to come by and give you the exact same materials. It's going to have the same beautiful pictures of campus. It's going to have the same lovely smiling pictures of students. But what these things do not tell you, and what I'm here to tell you, are three key stats. What it really boils down to, you're going to ask three questions. First, how many students will actually stay on campus from their first year to their second year, something we call the retention rate. Because no matter where you go, you cannot graduate in less than 2 years. So we want you to figure out how many students will actually come back. Statistically speaking, only about 66% of students will come back from year 1 to year 2. For us, it's 89%. And one of the main reasons why it's so high for us is because A, we get you involved in classes that you care about on day 1. So you're not spending 2 years of your life in classes like underwater basket weaving, art history, and things that don't exactly matter. Instead, if you're interested in the sciences, we get you into classes like biology and chemistry with your labs. If you're interested in politics, you're taking courses in political science. So it's more than just 2 years of general education. One of the other reasons why is because a good chunk of our students will actually get to engage with their professors. For us, on average, student to class or student faculty ratio for us around 11 to 1. Average class size around 21 students. And for me, when I was at Drake grad, my largest class at the university was 55 students. In that class, the professor called me out by name and told me to stop playing games on my laptop 3 weeks into it. So it's not exactly a place for you to hide, but that's a good thing. Second key stat to ask is how many students will graduate on time. Now you think that if you go to a 4-year school, you should be able to graduate within 4 years, but that's not really the case at all. Statistically speaking, it takes a student 5 years and 8 months to graduate from a 4-year degree. If you go to a state school, it actually bumps up to 6 years and 3 months. On average, students graduate at a 4-year rate in 44% of the time. So, how does this actually factor into your equation? Every year that you're still in school, past your grad date, you can miss on $68,000 a year. Suddenly that becomes pretty expensive. And the reason why is because you're missing out about $24,000 in tuition and the rest in finance that you could have been earning out in the real world. And that leads me to my last step, and that's probably the most important for all of you. How many students will be placed into a job or onto grad school? And right now, the national unemployment rate for recent college graduates is 55%. Let's let that sit there for a moment. Just because you get a degree does not mean that you're going to get a job. However, if you go to Drake, that likelihood goes up quite a bit. What I mean is that on average, this last year, 98.3% of our graduates were placed into a job or onto grad school within 6 months of finishing up their degree. 75% of our grads went off to find a job related to what they studied. 16% went off to grad school. Then there were about 8% for people like me who found a job that wasn't related to what they studied. However, we are more than working at pizza range. Instead, we are actually doing things with our lives and getting paid so we can actually pay back those student loans. Speaking of, this past year alone, Drake gave away $54 million in scholarships and grants. So even though we're a private school, sometimes we can be pretty affordable. And on average, students come in with around $21,000 worth of assistance to the university. So we do everything that we can to make it as affordable for you as possible to come. Last few years, our default rate on student loans has been less than 1.4%. The national average is significantly higher than that, which means that when our students do graduate and they are employed, they can actually find jobs that do pay for those loans. Thanks so much for listening. I'm going to shut up now. The main thing, though, is if you like what you hear, come out and visit us. I can talk till I'm blue in the face about how wonderful my school is, but until you come out and see it for yourself, it's absolutely meaningless. Please take the visit, see what sort of things we have to offer. Most of our students don't even come from Iowa. To give you an idea, the average drive home is more than 6 hours, and we have students from 41 states and 41 countries on our campus. So you would not be alone in the fact that you're taking a little bit of a trip to get to campus. Anyways, I'm going to stop. Thanks so much for coming, and I hope to see you on campus sometime soon.
Thank you so much. And students, if you want Tom's contact information or just more information about Drake, feel free to stop by my office and we will chit-chat. Thank you.